Hey everybody, it's Fighter Chaos with the Geek Fighters to play some more Muramasa Demon Blade, a game that I have a lot of love for but never got to beat. And Double RPG is the one playing it, and he's the one who's going to actually finally show me how this game looks at 100%. And here's Metal. What is it now?
Pine, metal pine eyes.
Metal Pine Eyes. What's the pine for? Like tree
Flower
or...
Guardians.
Oh, okay.
In a way, it's a slight change of my old one, but also represents the kind of 3 decks I really like playing on Master Duel, which are Blue Eyes, Cyber Dragons, and Flower Guardians. So
Yeah, the way you were playing Flower Guardians was pretty cool.
So it also kind of functions in that way too. So plus I was due for a revamp anyway.
All right, you heard that, Double R?
Yeah, I heard.
It's Metal Pine Eyes, and also catch us up.
Okay, so in the previous episode, we started Kisuke's story at Act 1 to Act 3. So in today's episode, we're going from Act 4, which is where we're at right now, and hopefully get to the end of Act 6. And basically, Kisuke's story is that he has the Oboro Muramasa style, or the Oboro style of swordplay, lost his memory, doesn't know how he's got it, and he's meeting up all these people who he has connections to, and now he's trying to follow this princess who he used to fall in love with, and we'll have to see where she goes, because she seems very important to the story in relation to her life being on the line, essentially. So we're traveling to Edo by traveling on the Tokaido Road, which I think it's to the south, is where we need to go.
But yeah, this game is 2D, but has all you can do all this traveling just because of little.
It's like,
it is cool.
They have.
It's like Metroidvania within
Metroid,
stages.
yeah.
That is cool though. I do appreciate some good Metro, some good. Oh, sorry, Garashi sent it. What is it? Search action.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I remember Ego going "What's Metroidvania? What?"
That's no such. There's no game called Metroidvania. I prefer to call it Search Action.
I was expecting. It's funny you say that, and I was expecting his response was to be, "What's Metroid? Is that one of our properties?"
What's it called? What's a cemetery?
It's just an old throwback to the Hero Club stream when Wheels was mentioning about the Metroid section story at the Nintendo World.
Oh yeah,
when
he was at Nintendo World, yeah. Where the guy's like, yo, is that one of our games? And yeah, the kid didn't even know what the fuck a Metroid was.
Yes.
I just want to know why Metroid can't crawl.
That's the $1 million question that everybody asks.
Well, it depends who you talk to. It's either because it was a weird coding sprite thing, or it's because they were too lazy to code a crawling sprite. So they came up with the whole, hey, you turn into a ball thing.
Yeah.
Zero Mission she crawls?
Yes,
she does. When she's in her Zero suit. Yeah, she has to.
Hey, Star Child!
So it's like, people say, why can't Metroid crawl? Well, she did about, how many years ago, but right before you made that claim?
Star Child says,
you know what's funny?
Search Action's a fancy name for action platformer. Yeah, he's right.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What was it? Like, a lot of people don't realize that actually came from Miiverse. Like, the original Miiverse.
Yeah, Miiverse, yep. Why can't Metroid crawl?
I don't know, some kid, I guess, who'd never played Metroid was like, why can't Metroid crawl? I can't get past this part.
And then he's like, worst game ever, 0 out of 10. It's like, really? Are you serious, or are you just being trolly?
Why does that remind me of some game reviewer who reviewed the original Metroid after getting into it through Prime and said that it was a shitty, poorly coded game with no map, and that people shouldn't laud it like they do, and he got death threats over that, and he was super.
Well, that's...
Long story short, Metroid fans really love their search action, even if it is Sans a map.
I'm not gonna say
Copy-paste
obviously
environment.
don't send death threats. Don't be
Don't.
stupid. But at the same time, he fucked around and found out.
Yeah. That's one thing. One thing you gotta watch it, because the Nintendo hardcores, yeah. Let's just say they treat Nintendo properties like it's heroin. Let's just say.
Yeah,
I remember
that's
back in
that's about
school,
right.
Kyle, let me just tell you, some of my borderline moments in high school, where you hear me about dragging kids' faces against lockers or punching people or
Uh-huh.
not a lot, not all of them, but some of those were because they were Nintendrones that hard, and they thought they could do something. I had to stand up for myself,
Okay.
which is that's nuts, isn't it? They
Oh,
act
yeah,
like they're
it
a
is.
gang. I'm like, what the heck?
They act like their opinion matters, and whatever you have to counter with, it doesn't really matter to
I
them.
hear you say that about Zelda, and I'm like, well, all right, you want to throw? I'll throw hands. I'm like, okay, stupid, to throw hands over this, but all right.
It's like, yeah, it's a great series, but don't treat it like it's the messiah of all gaming or anything like that.
I don't know. They tend to do that with Mother too.
Oh,
Oh,
boy,
yeah.
that's true.
That, Suikoden, Sonic the
As
Hedgehog.
the greatest shit ever. Yeah.
Don't you know, because of the stuff in Mother and the symbolism and
And the Biggie Babo.
the big exactly.
And the Big
Google
Babo
days.
with the symbolism.
They might as well be called Bagooba Jays, some of those enemies, anyways. And
Yeah.
Oh, look at Mr. Giant, freaking effed up space vagina guy gas. So
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I like how it was because he saw a scene in the movie that he thought it wasn't even what he thought he saw.
Yeah.
He's like, I thought I saw a crime, and it wasn't even that. It was just like normal consensual relations.
Right.
And then a crime happened after that movie, but it wasn't that. But it still screwed him up apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dang, bro.
Yeah, it's just like the woman who got headed out in the movie. It wasn't like how he described.
Yeah, he didn't remember it correctly.
Yeah.
He's like, I thought she was being assaulted. Like, actually, no. She got killed, but she wasn't assaulted.
Yeah. And we're not saying this to show any disdain towards Shigesato Itoi. No, far from it.
Well, no.
No.
No. Sorry.
I mean, it should be clear that we're not, but like, yeah, some people are like, what? You're saying that? Like, whoa. Whoa.
It's like, calm your titties down, folks.
But yeah, we're fighting here. Double R already explained, going to Tokaido Road, the Edo.
Yeah.
Because this is actually like
Tokaido Orange
Japan,
Road.
but obviously I don't think Japan actually looked like this, but it is supposed to be like, Edo is it's just Tokyo, if you didn't know.
Right.
Of course, the old name.
Yep.
And
And then Heian is Kyoto, if you didn't know.
says we want to attempt this at level 16 or above, but I say let's wait on that until we get back to this part, because we're not really going to spend a whole lot of time with tackling many of the shrines while we play through this. We'll tackle some, but not all of them.
By the way, my week was just me working at this temp job, which I gotta tell, I think I gotta tell the housing people, but it's temp, so I haven't really been doing much else. How about you guys?
Not much else on my end either. I got all the trophies in Spider-Man Miles Morales on PS5.
Ah, yes. Enjoy that black swagger.
Oh, yeah. Which we still have to correct people and say that Miles Morales is half African American, half Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican. It's one of me.
Yeah.
Matter of
that's
fact, the
the thing.
game even shows he identifies more with his mom, and even starts with a Puerto Rican culture thing and everything.
Exactly.
It's like both sides of his heritage are important, but
Mm-hmm. Not just
Not
one
one or
over
the
the
other.
other.
that's like if I just claimed one side of my ancestry and that's it. I'm only Spaniard. That's it. Forget everything else in there. You'd be like, wait,
Yeah,
what?
and then you would say something like, fuck Ancestry.com. This is my actual ancestry. Am I right?
Well, I'm just saying, like the joke, like,
I know.
yeah. Starchild said, I don't know when it got away from people just calling them platformers. Yeah, I know, right? Back in the day, they were just called platformers. He said, when I hear people calling these games Metroidvania, it gives him the feel that people are just using it as a hype word to make it seem like it isn't just a platformer.
Right. Whatever happened to like the genre action adventure platformer? Or even an adventure platformer that actually seems more appropriate for that kind of thing, since it's a platform game, non-linear.
LPH. Hey, how's it going, LPH?
Hey, LPH.
He said, black and Puerto Rican like most New Yorkers. Yep. Not even wrong. You ever been to, you haven't been to NYC, have you, Kyle?
No, I haven't.
Or have you?
I would like to
Man,
go there
you should.
one of these days, but
Yeah,
it's
you
just
should.
it's just like tourism in the U.S. is far more expensive than traveling overseas. Like me going to Japan
Nuts.
this
Right? That's kind of
in
nuts.
October.
It is. Yeah. What the
Like, how
hell?
the heck is traveling in your own country? You're not wrong, because that's why I had barely traveled out of state myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I ain't got no cash. I
But yeah,
haven't
I
been
would
to
like.
New York since 2013, man. I got family I haven't seen since 2013.
I would like to
That's
go
crazy.
to NYC one of these days, and I would like to go to the Nintendo World store.
Yeah, we should go there together and troll them again with Metroid.
Yeah, exactly.
Like in
But we gotta
honor
make
of
sure that.
our...
But we have to make sure that Wheels is not with us, or else they'll know right away.
Yeah, exactly.
Naturally.
That's what I mean. It's just... That was the intent from the beginning.
Yeah.
And then I go in with Wheels after.
Tachi
2013. How many years ago was that now? 11.
11.
Damn, it's been that long since I've been.
Speaking of 11, it's been 11 years since I was over in Lake Tahoe in Nevada.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, you walked right by the fox.
Yeah, but did you say you prefer the other fox lady over her?
Well, I mean, I like one body type more, but that doesn't mean I don't appreciate that one.
Oh, yeah, I get you.
Oh, we'll be seeing
Oh,
more of, we'll be seeing more of that fox lady on our travels. She's very,
LPH. Yeah.
I mean, she's very, essential
you gotta
to
say-
Kisuke's story.
Yeah. LPH said, how many black or Puerto Rican superheroes came out in the last decade?
Ooh.
Couple. More. Because I'm thinking of like indie comics too, and like the lesser known Marvel ones.
Right.
It's more than you think, but less than you hope. That's a good way to describe how many came out in the last decade.
Because Miles Morales, he was during the 2000s, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, during the original run of the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing when they killed off Ultimate Peter Parker and replaced him. With Miles.
Yep. America
And
Chavez
of course,
has been
Ultimate.
around.
Yeah, she's been around for a little while.
Pepper, Pipe, the Riri, Tony Stark's.
Oh, Ironheart.
Ironheart, yeah.
Yeah.
Ironheart, yeah.
As a new black
Very.
hero. I don't
know if you guys.
more than you think, less than you'd hope, and only a few that actually like break out.
I don't know. What about that guy Supervolt? Is he a new one?
Is he new? Let's see.
I don't know, because he's black and he does electricity stuff. So you know, thought they would call him something like Vulcan or something, but no, they called him super. Don't remember that was his, what was it, copyright friendly?
Yep.
Like, what was it, fucking Super Friend's name, I think, was Black Vault.
Yep.
Oh.
What if I called you Whitefish?
Yeah, Whitefish. Well, not call you Whitefish.
There you are. So, you're probably wondering what my next game I'm going to try to get all the trophies in, and it's probably going to be Spider-Man 2, but I'm going to take a little bit of a break before I get on with that game.
Starchild gave an idea for a stream that I was like, you know what, you're right. That apparently this I beat that game as a kid without knowing any Japanese and just raw Japanese, but there's translation patches now for Dragon Ball E Dainaru Densetsu, or as we call it, Dragon Ball Z Legends.
Oh yeah,
and that's a good one. I should stream that one because I actually know how to play that one.
Yeah, you should, man.
For us at some point, yeah.
Yeah, we haven't really done that many games with translation patches on this channel.
I mean, there are some we could do if we could find them, because, like I was talking with Jerry the other night. Like, for example, there's the JoJo RPG for the Famicom that's based on Part 3.
Oh, yep.
That makes like a lot of weird ass changes.
That it does. Yeah, Star Shells, he beat it this morning. Legends. The cool thing about Legends is, I didn't know it as a kid, but if you do like manga accurate stuff, you get more. Like if you do the fight against Nappa and you let Hien and Yamcha die and stuff, and switch out Piccolo at the right time, let him die and stuff, like you get a reward like, hey, you did it manga accurate, woo!
Oh yeah.
The thing that about Dragon Ball Z Legends is I played it before I knew anything about Z beyond Frieza.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't know who the heck the androids were. I didn't know who Boo was. I knew he was called Boo, but I didn't know that they were just like different forms and splits from like one character named Boo, but there's different forms and different splits.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they exist separately just because they split. Like, I thought they were brothers, and I would call them the Boo Brothers.
No.
You know, like Scooby-Doo.
The Doo Brothers, the Boo Brothers.
Or if they sing, then we could just call them the Boo Man Group. Or play percussion, rather.
Boo Man Group.
And I thought Android 18 was another Super Saiyan. She was blonde.
Well, yeah, I mean, I could see where you might have the assumption that she might have been of the Saiyan race because of her hair, but yeah.
Darsha said the hardest fight was the androids fight in that game for him. I like the music in Legends a lot.
What was the first game that had a translation patch that you were able to beat? Because for me personally, it was Tales of Fantasia, the original on the Super Famicom.
Because Super Robot Wars, one of them. Because I had J and OG.
Oh, that was so long ago. I don't remember.
I'm still in the middle of trying to beat the translation patch of Shin Megami If, but I sort of kind of gave up on that because it's old school Atlas hard.
Yep. Or as people like to call it, old school Nintendo hard.
No. Old school Atlas hard.
Okay, so there is a different...
It's a whole other level.
You would
Nintendo
say it's
hard
probably...
is up there, but Atlas hard is just like...
Is a
like
different beast of its own.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, old Atlas games. Even PS2 Atlas games. Like, it wasn't until like the PS3, I think, where they finally like started loosening up. And even then,
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be a point where that optimization or accessibility has to come into play when you're bringing it for today's standards.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Absolutely.
goodness, Shin Megami, if needs a re-up. Oh my goodness. For Persona 1 and 2, yeah, they do need it, but I think you should start with if.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That would be nice.
Especially since it leads Persona anyways. Like, that would be the perfect one to remake first. Yeah, Starchild says, yeah, he has the Super Nintendo cartridge for if. You know, with the patch, and they just throw you into the game. Exactly, they don't teach you nothing.
This goes, good luck!
Just good luck, and then on top of that, it's like,
Good luck, bitch!
haha, you didn't strategize right for this. Oh, and part of it's RNG too.
Damn.
Because if you, when you start the game and your partner gets a random guardian spirit, which is like the basis for Persona, and you might just get her to get a random crappy one.
Damn.
Savage.
Like that doesn't happen. Yeah. Woof. And your character shows up in Persona 1 and 2 from if. And I think it's like one of the rare games where like they say the canon protagonist of a Shin Megami was the girl.
I see.
That is interesting.
Okay, yeah, I think I might want to equip that one.
Kind of funny
Yeah,
I talk this much about Persona when I'm actually like a newer fan technically because I came in through. Well, I'm older than the ones who came in through 5.
True. That is objectively true.
One of our old friends, he was a big fan of 3, but I didn't care for it. I didn't want to listen to him until like 4 Arena came out. And then I got super into 4, and then I was willing to like go back and play 3. I'm glad I did.
And you don't regret it ever since.
Oh yeah, I don't.
I never give up forever.
Oh, Starchild said some things. He said about if it's a cool game, but it's a mind bender. Boy, is it! And then he said he remembers the same thing when going through Maniac Mansion a long time ago.
Oh yeah, that's an old point and click. Or an old adventure game, I should say, rather.
If I remember right, yeah, it was. Yeah, you were right.
It was LucasArts, wasn't it, I think?
Was it? Because I know
I
the same
think-
people who went on to make the LucasArts.
I was gonna say,
So
I think it was. I think it might
know
have
it's the
been,
same
if I
developers.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was when it was still called Lucasfilm Games. Yeah,
Yeah. That's what I. Yeah, well, yeah.
same thing.
Lucasfilm
Yeah.
Games at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they went
Well,
on
hey,
to
as long
make,
as it's
like,
not the
other
the
ones.
friggin'. As long as it's not the Japanese version of the Star Wars NES game. You know, the one where it has Darth Vader in every friggin' stage and he turns into a different animal.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
yes.
Thing each time, except the last one, which is supposed to be the real Vader. Just turns into a big ass scorpion for no reason.
Yeah, the scorpion. Yep.
Oh, lordy.
Luke, I am your father, also a fucking scorpion. Which doesn't
I
explain
hate
why I hate
people
sand.
Which doesn't explain why we don't have 6 appendages. We only have 4 appendages.
Exactly.
And our scales are not. I mean, and our skin is actually not that crunchy as like the body of that of an insect.
Dang it.
Yeah, point and click adventure games was something I unfortunately never got around to when I was younger, which I honestly should have.
Not your bag, man.
But I did experience somebody who had a point and click adventure, and that game unfortunately was Seventh Guest. Even though it's a good game, but Oh my god, is that game surreal as all hell
Oh yeah, Seventh Guest. Oh yeah,
and creepy.
it really is.
Which, you know, didn't realize till much later that it actually, the story was very loosely based on the religious figure Faust.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, Faust. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Oh yeah. That he was.
what's going on? Seventh guest?
Oh yeah, I was mentioning how I never really got into point-and-click adventure games when I was younger, but there was one. But the first one I ever experienced somebody play was Seventh Guest.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, hey, at least it wasn't Plumbers Don't Wear Ties.
No,
you
I
know-
never had that game.
One
'Cause
point-and-click
I-
adventure. One point-and-click adventure game I did want for my PC was the Neverhood.
'Cause,
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a surrealist classic. I know that.
'cause, Alex, it's like, man, I keep forgetting you actually had a 3DO. I'm like, yeah. But I never had
Yeah,
Plumbers
yeah,
Don't
you
Wear
did.
Ties.
Surprisingly.
Well,
Apparently, that wasn't a terribly common game, even when the 3DO was out. So don't worry about not having it.
yeah, because I was gonna say, I had Mad Dog McCree.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember you, talking about Mad Dog McCree. Yeah. Because I know they ported that to a bunch of shit, like basically any CD-based system of the time, like Sega CD, Saturn, 3DO, PlayStation, all that shit. So yeah.
And they're still getting ports to this
Even
day.
Jaguar CD. Ugh. Yeah. Oh yeah, they are. Because what is it? Plumbers Don't Wear Ties just had like a definitive edition put out by Limited Run.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Which the CDs for that game didn't actually work on the first print.
Yeah, it was the whole thing where they were printed on CDRs, which
Yes.
the 3DO is extremely choosy about, like the kind and how you burn your discs. It's apparently extremely choosy. Welcome back.
Also, I forgot what I was gonna say, but
Gotta go-
Star Child says a few years ago he got an indie game called Patsu Hunter, and that was a point-and-click game.
I can imagine what kind based with that name.
The most
it
recent
was on
point-and-click
PS4
adventure
actually.
that I got on PC was the spiritual successor to Neverhood, which was Armakrog.
Don't forget, you're here forever. I don't know.
And if you guys don't know, Neverhood and Armakrog, they were created by the same guy who made Earthworm Jim.
Oh,
Dustin
Yeah,
Hoffman.
that's right. That series that sadly sort of died after only one game, despite the fact there are other games that exist.
used to watch the
And
cartoon.
too bad we never even got Earthworm Jim 4 because it was supposed to come out on a console that doesn't even exist.
Yeah,
Oh, yep. That's a whole debacle.
that's a whole thing, but yeah, it's a whole,
Guess we
like
don't have time for it.
that really
Or do we?
that's really that's sad too, because like I said, the first game's awesome. I actually remember watching the cartoon with Dan Castellaneta as Jim.
Yep.
Which
Yep.
was actually, it was funny, I do admit. The second game, like I said, just play the Genesis version. I think it's the quote-unquote best version, even though it's still not considered as good as the first one. I gather that's probably the best version. And then there's 3D, which nobody talks about, so yeah. Oh, there was also a Game Boy game, Game Boy Color game that was also shit. So, there you go.
I had the PC version of Earthworm Jim, which also included a couple of bonus levels that were not in the Super Nintendo nor the
Yeah!
Genesis version.
Yeah, I think those were in the special edition for the Sega CD as well.
Yes.
Because that was like the quote-unquote definitive version of the first game on consoles, I guess, was the Sega CD version.
Mm-hmm.
Because it also had the CD quality audio, obviously, too, so...
Yeah. Which the PC version was based after the Sega CD version.
Mm-hmm. Naturally.
LPH
yeah.
says, I hope that cartoon's gonna be on Me TV soon.
Probably not, but hey, they're getting a lot of other stuff on there, so I'm glad for that at least.
Alright, we just made it to the boss's arena for Act 4. And apparently
Nice.
we're about to fight this lolly priestess on this
Uh-oh.
at this highway checkpoint or whatever.
All I hear is lolly, and I go, uh-oh.
We gotta hit.
No, it does not mean what you think it means.
Darchild says, I never really got into Earthworm Jim or Bubsy, etc.
It's alright. It's cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
the 16-bit Bubsy games, they were actually not terrible. It's just the 3D game we can all forget about, of course.
Oh yeah, Bubsy 3D.
Hey, what's up, Lord Doom?
Yo.
What? LPH asked a good question. Which video games today need a cartoon show?
Oh, there's plenty. Funny enough, don't hate me for this. Fortnite.
Well, you know what? I could see it being popular.
Yeah. Maybe Minecraft?
I could see it.
Minecraft, definitely.
Well, it's getting a movie, so yeah, I could see
Oh,
that.
there you go, there.
Lord Doom says Guilty Gear. Have an anime out of that.
Oh, you know, I'm surprised there isn't one. That is super true. How the heck did that not get an anime yet?
Good question. And yeah, as you can tell, this girl is kind of an ass as well when it comes to her difficulty, because look at how much of the soul power she's draining out of my blades.
Golly.
Oh no! No suck! No suck!
Wail on this lost child.
Wail on the Lost Child, make her suffer for me having to play through that game that really almost made me throw up.
No, it did.
Exactly.
Wasn't it almost?
Yeah.
I actually did throw up on stream. That was
Oh
bad.
yeah.
I threw up the tuna. That was worse.
Ooh.
Imagine like the feeling of tuna.
Ugh.
Yikes.
I love tuna,
Oh.
but that smell and everything coming back up as vomit, like yeah, no, that was bad.
Oh yeah, that's
I can imagine.
that's pungent.
Darkshaw says he remembers Mutant League Football cartoon.
Yeah, there
Okay,
was
right.
one. I forgot about
I
that.
forgot that actually did have a cartoon until recently. So, it's funny because I didn't play football too much. I did play the hockey one, being in Canada naturally,
Yeah.
and I also know there was a soccer one. I think that either was mostly finished or entirely finished, but got canceled before release. I think. Or something like that.
There was also that spiritual successor that came out on Steam not too long ago, Mutant Football League.
Oh yeah, of course.
Lord Doom's on the game, Kyle. Lord Doom says he doesn't remember this boss fight at all.
Really? You never played through Kisuke Story much, or...?
Oh, he said he 100%. He just doesn't remember this boss. I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Lord Doom, he says, yeah. He 100% in this game doesn't even remember this. Oh,
Well, I don't blame you if you don't remember. I mean, this lost child doesn't even look like something that you would, quite remember as a boss figure for a game like this. Man.
Lord Doom says it looks like a fight I should have remembered though.
Got her. But yeah, she is kind of tough. Just a smidge.
Crazy. Yeah, Lord Doom. The dude fights demons and gods, so the lost child kind of stands out. Oh, you can destroy green barriers now.
Yep, with that new blade I got. Techniques that defy the laws of nature? Oh yeah, of course, just go talk to Monsoon. He'll tell you about the rules of nature anytime. If you could travel about maybe 400 years into the future, little girl.
Exactly.
核のごとき姿なれど古利妖怪の類にあらずそれこそ
And here we have we got this ghost in a dream sequence, or that pretty much covers a bit of Kisuke's past about how he inherited the Oboro swords play, or style of swords play. And this guy, Oboriya Shinju, he is the one who created that sword play that both Kisuke and Momohime use.
悪い話ではない死ぬのが嫌なら取引をせぬか
Oh, jeez. Come on, Macintosh. You're doing this again?
Oh no.
It did the thing where it kicked me out and put me back in.
できるなら
Oh.
誰かに残し消え去りたい
Oh, Borea sent you. Lord Doom said something. Since I friggin' got kicked out.
So he created the Oboro style as a counter to the Uchiha Kappa. Maybe.
Obi Rama still is with us.
Too bad that guy doesn't have a raptor with him, or else we could officially declare, yeah, that he did counter the Uchiha some way.
Excuse me.
Lord Doom says, he said his name was Sinju. He counts. Oh. It's Hashirama when he's very, very old. Who knew?
こりゃ俺だ虎姫をかばって切られたのは狂言なんかじゃねえ刀を守りきれずに死にかけてやがる
ムクロを野添にさらす始末となりしま我が弟子の裏切りのため大見所星さんして
He says one of my pupils tried to obtain our book of secret arts and killed all the
One
other
of your
people.
eyes?
Now, Jerry, if you played a little bit of Momohime's story, then you may remember a green spirit that traveled with her who goes by the name of Jinkuro.
Yep.
Yep, that's basically who he's referring to in this sentence.
Huh. Yeah, Lord Doom said he made the boss theme as one of the sounds in his lightsabers for his. Speaking of lightsabers, he should make a Momohime and a Kisuke lightsaber sound font.
That'd be cool.
And yet again, the neighbors are smoking, but I'm not even fighting. So it's like, oh, what's the point?
Stay out of Riverdale.
Stay out of Riverdale.
Want to get
All
fucked
right,
up?
Mr.
Yeah, got some weed?
Tamsarian.
That purple. All right.
消え去ろうとも剣のためならば一点の悔いもない。
Metal, that hermit purple.
I know. Oh, man. Crystal Clear was good fun. I probably hope to play it some more one of these days. Maybe after grinding a tiny bit off screen, but not too much.
Lord Doom says that he has a harebrained scheme for you, Jerry, that you
Oh,
should
boy.
try.
Oh, what kind of harebrained stuff is this?
Wow.
Fill it with the weed and save it for fighting games.
お札の荒領事が聞きやがったのか。すっかり思い出したぜ。命を預けたあん時の幽霊がおぼろ流とかの剣豪で習いもしねえのにとんでもねえ剣の腕はそのせいか。よりによってこの俺が片恋の女のために命を張っていたとはな。道理で虎姫が気になるわけだ。畜生、思い出した途端に胸が苦しくなってきやがった。
Alright, so now we need to get back to the Yamato province and regroup with Torahime. I think I mentioned this
Oh, we have to
before.
get back to the Seiya people?
Yeah. I think I mentioned this before, but Torahime is Momohime's older sister. Whoops. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Yes, we got to get back to the big green land. And hey, speaking of which, we got ourselves a demon blade that can actually break green barriers, so it's all befitting. Put the weed air in a glass jar and save it for fighting games, like at tournaments.
Oh god, he does look like one, man. Or do say Kisuke's in Uchiha and Toby Rama's trying to troll. That's his headcanon.
I didn't even know that Sausages had a twin. That used to be a nickname I heard people give to Sasuke.
Yeah, it makes sense. Sausages. Sausages. Remember those?
Sausages.
No.
Sausages?
Yeah, they're
Dog treat?
yeah, they're still around. I get them
Oh, wow.
for my dogs. They love them.
Yeah, his twin needs to hear about those dinosaurs. He needs to know about the blood feud. Kisuke, she's a furry. That's why.
What's going on with her being furry?
Well, Kisuke was wondering how she can transform into something so sexy because her original form is that of a fox.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, you're Shippo, huh? From Inuyasha, but just sexier?
I'm not even touching that.
Nope.
Hey, Bad Gamer! He said he saw something nice. I don't know what that is.
Nice.
I think the fox lady.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Alex. What's going on?
Well, if it isn't the entire country of Sweden, it's
Oh, whoa.
all of
Yep.
Sweden, right there. One man.
So we just officially entered the month of June today, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Yup. Oh, Rooney, San Francisco.
LPH
media.
asks,
That's how you know that week's hit.
LPH asks a very good question. Do furries age?
I not, because that has some horrifying consequences.
But Lord Doom pretty much answered his question there. He said yes, but also no.
Oh, Bad Gamer answered you. He answered me, but I'm just saying he answered you.
Here we are fighting these Kappa.
Bad Gamer said, yes, I'm all of Sweden, but only the strange things, like not liking my own music and other, like ABBA and other things.
I wonder how pissed off Jiraiya would be that we're killing these toads. Or frogs.
Think Jiraiya would be here? I mean, it makes sense for him to be.
Well, yeah, it's like, how dare you do that to my friends? Then he would be singing the song, Why Can't We Be Friends?
That's the one you want.
Alright, so as I said, we gotta go to the Yamato province because we're going to a temple where we're gonna fight this huge, giant spider demon. And if Mutt Williams... No, not Mutt Williams, but if Marion was still around, then yes, she would have a heart attack. Because remember, Indy despises snakes, his father despises rats, his son, Mutt Williams, despises scorpions, I think.
Oh.
And I think it was Marion who despises spiders. Or she was the one who despises scorpions. Can't remember. I hate snakes, Jock. I hate them. Oh, we're doing fine, Bad Gamer.
Yeah, I'd say. Alright, Metal, we're... Oh, Metal?
Yeah, sorry, I dropped out for a second. Sorry.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still, we're still processing the state of play that we just watched a couple days ago.
Which was, ultimately, in hindsight, mid, but it had a couple good announcements. But on the whole, was about what we figured.
Yeah. I mean, of course, not every one of them's going to be a winner, but you know how it is.
Yeah. I think, again, I think a lot of people are just pissy, again, Sony did not announce a PS5 Pro, which again is rumored to be hitting stores later this year, and they still haven't announced anything, so that's interesting.
I mean, Nintendo did the thing of at least saying like, don't expect it, but yeah, we got something.
We got something.
Yeah.
We'll announce. Basically, yeah, we'll announce it sometime in the next year.
Or within the
Sony's
fiscal
just
year.
like, oh yeah, we see all these rumors and stuff, but we're not gonna bother telling you apparently
Right, exactly.
for some reason. Because that's weird apparently. That shouldn't be weird. Yeah, Bad Gamer was happy about Dynasty Warriors.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's that. Like I said, that's one of the highlights. Dynasty Warriors Origins, where I guess you're a Ka who fights through the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. I guess
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, you are. Yeah, great wrestler.
you're a Ka essentially.
Well, he is happy that his boy Lu Bu actually showed up in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it isn't Lu Bu.
I mean, if there's a red horse in that trailer, then yeah, you know it's Lu Bu.
Oh, that
Or
horse
I-
is in Fate.
Oh yeah.
Has its own character. Lu Bu and the horse are separate characters in Fate.
I can't remember what was Lu Bu's horse's name?
Oh, well, red hair.
Oh, just red hair.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep, red hair.
So basically, red hair is Lu Bu's Enkidu, if that makes sense.
Or yeah, or in Chinese. Sure, too, ma.
Yeah, collecting these souls early just to forge a new demon blades is few and far between, but by the time when we get like near the end of the character's campaign, then they start just sloshing in like crazy.
And you, like you said, you gotta forge some, so right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you need all the swords, right?
To beat it at
so
100%, yeah, yes. And there's 108 of them. It's like each sword is a Star of Destiny. Am I right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, yeah. That sounds familiar.
Maybe that's the foreshadowing to my next project, which really isn't a foreshadow at all since I did mention it numerous times.
Yeah, you already.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. You're learning from me. That's good. Saying stuff like, well, I did, well, not, like that one time I said, hey, do you want to know a secret? And then he immediately said, well, it's not a secret, it's on Wikipedia.
Yeah, because Wikipedia is an accurate source, am I right? Which at times it actually can be.
Depends, yeah.
It really does.
If they got their citations and they're cited correctly.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You know, citation needed, though, for a lot of things, but, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, as long as they got the actual sources, then yeah, as you said. It's legit.
But I do understand why a lot of school teachers, even growing up when, like, Wikipedia was brand new, they were like, look, we're not going to accept Wikipedia research, you gotta actually cite. Wikipedia is just like doing what you guys do, it's just compiling all these other sources, you gotta learn how to do it yourself. I don't know about nowadays, but I think it's the same, right? I don't think they'll just allow you to say Wikipedia.
Yeah. That's like taboo in their language.
One time in college, I got an F after doing a research paper, and I still don't know why.
Jeez.
I still haven't got an explanation for it. Because I
Damn.
had a B. All of a sudden, I start the next semester, not even like during the same semester. I'm in the middle of the next semester, and it's like, hey, do you know, yeah, they failed you. I'm like, what are you talking about? They failed me.
What?
Yeah, I know. Like, I still never got an explanation for it. LPH said, yeah, and Bad Gamer just, went to LPH. Like, nah, kids nowadays use ChatGPT.
It's like you should sue that teacher for defamation.
I don't know what her problem was. Like, she never said anything wrong when I gave the research paper, and I checked my grade and it said B plus. Next thing I know, next semester you had an F.
Oh, the fuck?
It's like whenever you go to school. I mean, whenever you went to school, there's always going to be that one teacher you despise the most.
Ain't that true?
Yeah, for me, it was this old woman who taught science class when I was in 6th grade. She just seemed like she wanted to fail me for no apparent reason. She was always an asshole, and she didn't even realize it.
Damn.
Even when I had a bad day, in case there was something that really boggled my mind, she even put my name on, like, the whiteboard, you know, and because it's one of those things, it's like, if you get a certain number of check marks, then you get detention. It's like, lady, mind your goddamn business. Like I was even asking her about something that actually really intrigued me because she got something that looked like might have been something I wanted to buy, and I asked her how much did that cost to actually buy something like that, and she's like, "That's none of your business." I was like, "Excuse me."
Sheesh. And I know people like that.
Guys, it's like who shat in your
Okay.
cornflakes, lady?
Exactly. Jesus.
Oh yeah, I actually I'm surprised I remembered it, but yeah, I do. Bad Gamer brought up in chat.
Oh, about
He
the
said,
art teacher?
His sister's art teacher, yeah. LPA said most of his teachers liked him. My Spanish 8th grade teacher hated me. Maybe I shouldn't have threatened to rip her spine out in retrospect, but I mean...
I mean, yeah, that could have been a bad idea.
Yeah. It's like, teachers doing stuff like that, it just makes you say, you really do enjoy bullying, don't you? That should be a crime.
Well, the thing was that other people were starting to get on my side anyway, even though I said that, because they were noticing that, like, wait, she's actively enraging you on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if she still works. I'm like, man, she shouldn't be.
Well, yeah, I mean, when I was in school, most teachers liked me, but that bitch, though, oh, God.
Oh.
Her not even, like, seeing all that, like, maybe he has a mental disorder. Nope.
No.
Nope, let me just keep wondering why he's doing things.
And you're lucky, LPH, that almost all the teachers you've had so far really like you. Because that's really a hard thing to come by. It's like, it's really hard to have all your teachers like you when there's all of a sudden one that just wants to make your life miserable.
Middle school was horrible for me because, like, I would go through, none of them, I guess not a single one of them understood what the heck a personality disorder is, or...
Yeah. So they just assumed that you were,
They just, yeah, like, I'm just being a
little
bad kid.
a little shithead, yeah.
Yeah, yep.
When
Like, he doesn't have anything wrong with him, he's just a shithead.
Yep, exactly, that's what they were doing, yep. There's nothing wrong, it's just, send him to one of those scared straight things. That was back in the day when they thought that was actually good, and like it wasn't just me. It was a lot of kids like that that just had.
Oh, I know
stuff,
that was
but,
back. That was back when they thought that shit worked.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, the that science teacher who constantly made my day miserable, that it was like her last year of being a teacher because she was bound to retire.
So she was like, I am done. So
Yeah.
screw you.
Besides, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who felt that way about her unnecessary bullying, I guess you could say.
Well, Lord Doom mentioned his school, Kyle. I almost wanted to call you Star Child for some reason.
I was the smart kid that slept in class but was still smart enough to pass with an A. I got mixed reactions. Some loved me because I was smart and wasn't a disruption, and others were all, but it's disrespectful though.
I know, right?
Damn.
Excuse me.
Back in school, I passed all my tests. I never studied. Like, I was like, well, if you just paid attention in class. But you didn't even.
Exactly.
Lord Doom said he fell asleep, so not even that part. He just did it. All right. To me, I'm like, that's respect. But yeah, there were teachers who took that as like, that's not respect. All right. Women wear puzzle.
Okay, exactly.
Women wear puzzle.
Thanks, Slurms Mackenzie.
Scrooge McDuck.
Who's the slurms you refer to? Metal... Pine Eyes?
Yes, I am Pine. I am Pine. Don't you know? The greatest soft drink in the galaxy
Hold on
is
one
secreted
quick
by...
second. Now, Kyle, just keep playing the game. Don't worry about it. But I'm gonna turn on my webcam real quick for Metal to see.
No, it's a Futurama reference, so okay.
Okay.
All right, Metal. Look what I found.
Oh, let me look. Let me look at this Oh, it would help if it would help us. Oh, you found Kabuto.
Yeah, right. That's crazy.
Or gold Beetleborg Metallics.
Beetleborg. Yep.
Gold something Beetleborg. Your B-Fighter Kabuto. That is cool. That is cool.
I didn't know I still had this. That's crazy.
Yeah, Kabuto. That's cool. That is cool. I had a couple Beetleborg stuff. Obviously, they're long since vanished, but that's cool.
LPH said he was just likable in school, and he went to both teachers and students. And Lord Doom said that the teachers were like, he slept in class, yet still got an A. He's cheating.
No, that's skill right there. If you're able to sleep, but you actually are able to remember what the instructors were teaching you, that's like hardcore skill right there. It's like if Lord Doom actually had like an eye skill dojutsu. Am I right? Nah. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that's what I needed. Whoops. Come on. Yeah. I already fought your kind. I don't need to fight you again.
Excuse me.
So burpy today. Hey, man?
That's every day.
Yeah. Good point.
I'm always drinking some kind of carbonated beverage.
Now,
Some
if
kind
you were
of
only
carbonated
drinking
turtle
the carbonated, if you're only drinking the carbonated water and not the whole beverage, then yeah, that's
I know I'm supposed to, but I hate it. Even if it's club soda, you know, that sparkling, I hate it. I have
Mhm.
to. They're like, oh, there's flavor in there. I barely taste it. It just tastes like water, and I don't want water when I eat like a hot dog or something.
Fair enough.
Lord Doom says something new, as well as Starchild.
He said, I got super offended at that teacher, but not because she accused him of cheating, but because she thought she'd be able to catch him if he was. Starshot says he has a VR Troopers game for Genesis.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's the fighting. That's the fighting game. Oh look.
I still can't equip that blade yet? Oh my goodness. And there's no other masks that's above the one I'm using, so okay. Can I at least forge a new sword? Yes, I can. I can actually forge a couple, it seems. Yeah. Let's do it. Asarashi Muramasa acquired? And the Shigure Muramasa. All the blades are a Muramasa in this version. Because if you played the PS Vita, you remember that all the blades are named differently. They didn't have the word Muramasa at the end of them.
That's true, I believe.
It was kind of interesting, though. You know, I'm really surprised that somebody hasn't done like a translation where they actually took the translation from the Axis Games version, you know, the PS Vita version of this game, because the translation in the PS Vita version was actually a lot different than the one that we're seeing right now. Would have definitely added a new dimension, I feel, but it is what it is. Oh, I didn't want to go that way. Oh, my blade's back up, and let's get a save in while we're at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Well, if you want that, isn't it this?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't even
And
have
then,
to
of
answer
course-
that. It answered it for me.
And then, of course, you have to talk about great evil, which Metal will say.
There's Satan, and then there's Shockwave.
There is.
I showed Darkon my gold Beetleborg. He said those are actually hard to find, so that's a good find.
Ooh.
Did I still have it?
Yeah.
He said the metallics ones are hard to find. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Bad Gamer's like, such a good sound clip.
It is.
Makes you wish Metal Heroes would come back, but no.
But no.
They're dead, sadly. Occasionally being, you know, exhumed by Toei to milk the nostalgia money every 5 or 10 years, but
Yep.
then it's back into the vault.
Is that a false with you?
It's like, you want an SH Big Arts Jiraiya? Well, fuck you then. By the way, I'm okay, that's weird. Okay, I have to specify. I mean the Metal Hero Jiraiya, not the Naruto character Jiraiya.
Yes.
Yeah.
Giant one.
Or the Kaku Ranger Jiraiya, aka Ninja Black.
AKA Kosuke, right?
AKA Kane Kusogi. So yeah, no, I'm referring to the Metal Hero from World Ninja War Jiraiya, which is a good series if it has some wacky, weird plot holes later on, but it's in general, enjoyable. But today is a good day, folks, because I can finally get my Goji on.
Yes! Finally,
Because yeah, Godzilla Minus One is
yes.
now available across the world on Netflix.
Yep.
And not only that, the black and white version, which is, well, in
Minus
Japan
color.
it's called Godzilla Minus 1C, but internationally it's called Godzilla Minus 1 Minus Color.
Yep.
But that's coming to Netflix sometime later this year. But yeah, the OG version is up apparently right now, so I'll probably be watching that later tonight.
Yeah, no, that's a good movie. I'm very glad I was able to see that in theaters, which...
Mm-hmm. You and me both.
I don't go to theaters often, but that I actually saw
Neither do I really these days. So yeah.
Well, I'm still waiting for the announcement of the physical
that. My
media
dad
release date.
basically forbade me to go to theaters until I was like a grown man.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah, we're still waiting on that too, Double R. So everybody's waiting on that.
The chat popped. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, as long as it doesn't go to Funimation like Shin did, I'm alright.
Oh yeah.
How we're both like we know, like, you don't want that.
Yeah, and I could
Yeah,
tell.
because
I was gonna
'cause,
say
yeah.
that the dub for Shin Godzilla, I could tell that it would be something that would come out of Funimation because I remember that Todd Haberkorn voiced one of the characters in the English dub of that movie.
Yeah. So they produced it and put it out. Yeah, I know, of course, because I have it. So yeah, one of the few Funimation things I still have around, I believe, and unless I still have that old Full Metal Alchemist set around here that I can't. I don't know if I like sold it to somebody or if it's just like buried in a box somewhere, but it's like I don't know. It's like so annoying.
Or did you have to sell it because you couldn't even stand the Nina Tucker memes?
No, that was good. I usually laugh at those, so no.
It's like, well, folks, you just got a glimpse of anime Chris Benoit with that little girl's father. Yeah, the show is over 20 years old. You're not wrong, LPH.
It is true, yeah, the original anime, yeah, it's about 20 years old, I think. Was it last year or this year? I think it was last year.
Uh-huh. At least in Japan it was.
Yeah, the original anime, yeah, started in like 2003, I think. So yeah, actually, yeah, the original anime, yeah, I guess it did start, like, I guess 21 years ago. So I guess it's hard to remember it is that long ago.
Ooh, yeah. Let's get that on there.
Thank
Perfect.
you.
Oh, we're close to the Spider Demon's lair. But I will say that the Spider Demon we're gonna fight, it's definitely one of my more favorite boss fights in Kisuke's campaign. Funny how we're fighting these priests, which are more inclined to Momohime's story, since the spirit of Jinkuro is possessing her, and you have monks that are trying to exorcise that demon out of her.
Dang.
Yeah. Brotherhood 15 years old yet? I think so? The Brotherhood anime?
Oh, Full Metal.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're doing the laser tag, Lord Doom?
Oh,
Good. Laser tag time. Or as the bots master would say, laser time, boys.
laser time, boys! And that's when you got to put on your 3D glasses that came with the toys, so the
Yep.
laser beams come out of the screen and frighten you. Like as far as interactive TV gimmicks go, I got to admit that's an okay one. I mean, it's no Captain Power toys interact with the TV show kind of thing, but it is kind of an idea though. I'd give them that.
Darshell said bots master was cool.
Look at this spider
It
demon.
is-
Sukumo.
I know, that
It's
thing's freaking
very
me out,
under-
man. I'm like...
Yeah,
Thing's freaking me out.
Bots Master, yeah, it's very underrated. Sadly, it is owned by Disney and will probably never see the light of day ever again, unless they randomly decide to throw it onto friggin' like Disney Plus or something.
Oh, Disney, you fail.
Disney World.
Get them baguettes on our aventures.
Got the maggots. At Disney World.
Disney World.
なんてこった。姫、どうか死んでくれるなよ。一体誰がこんな目に遭わし
Me
やがっ
looked
た
at that spider boss. That's...
Alright, well, let's fight it.
The cobras. I'm gonna have the Homer Night Terrors. Spiders!
Cobras!
Ah! Boogeyman! You nailed the window shut! I'll go get... I'll go get
Oh
the
no, here comes the
shotgun.
gas that turns us inside out!
Well, here it is.
Oh, hey,
No.
Muteki.
Muteki, hello?
Lord Doom says he remember a much cooler Tsuchigumo from an anime his wife had him watch once. But yeah, as I said, this boss fight is probably one of my favorite boss fights in Kisuke's campaign.
He's basically just drunk spider Kenpachi from Bleach.
Yeah.
Does Gumo in his anime.
My name is Kenpachi. And I'm murdering his children.
Hey, you play Fallout and had to fight the Violet Queens, man? I be destroying them egg sacks with extreme prejudice. Lord Doom said to you, Anakin would be proud.
Oh, get out of that.
He said so with the Joker. And Muteki said, ain't the first evil parent to do that. Haruka's dad, Jingu, from Yakuza 1.
Oh, Jingu.
You know, you don't like the boss fight in 4. The Jingu fight was kind of annoying as well, but but then again, the 4 one's even worse, I guess. Yeah, never mind. You ever go
Boy,
back
let's-
to old games and wonder how you beat them in the first place?
Yep. You always bring that up when
I
it comes
have.
to Metal Gear Solid, when it comes to European Extreme, right?
Oh yeah, but I want to hear if you had a similar story this time.
Not that I'm aware of, to be honest.
Sure, Alex and Metal, and anybody in the chat like have had moments like that. They go like, "Man, I'm not as good as I used to be because you just get older." The only game I've gotten significantly better at is Tekken for some reason. Because as good as I am in Tekken now, let me tell you, those old games I was not as good.
Yeah, I would have to say probably the older Tekken game. I mean, Tekken in general, because by the time when I got to Tekken 6, I was like, how am I failing at Tekken so badly? It's like, why is it that the AI on most of these, characters I'm fighting against are actually goated? Alright. That spider and its little bastards are down for the count.
Oh, chat says something. Lord Doom said, Bad Gamer says he feels that, what I was talking about. Tekken was talking about how, yeah, like the 4 is the worst boss fight. Then the Jingu one. Lord Doom said about what I was talking about. He played DMC3 against version 1 Dante Must Die difficulty. Don't know
That
how I
is-
used to do that.
Oh, that is hardcore shit.
But like he
Damn.
said, the answer is Royal Guard, but he's not that good anymore. Okay, so he knows exactly what I'm talking about. Where he used to be like real good, and now like you're wondering how you go. Like, how did I used to do this? Bad Gamer
Maybe,
said same thing with MGS. And 3, he used to do that with little effort, but now not anymore.
maybe another game that I actually was really good at, but back then, but I kind of failed at. And not that good at it now is probably Dissidia Duodecim Final Fantasy. I remember I used to be really good at that game when that came out on PSP. But when I was working on that episode for the retrospective, it's like, how am I failing so badly?
I know
It's like,
that.
damn
See,
it!
so you do know that feeling.
Where'd all my
That's exactly
skill
what I'm
go?
talking about, Kyle.
Yeah.
Like you're like, I used to. How am I doing this? I was so good.
Yes.
Lord Doom says he can still beat the game. He just can't no hit do it anymore. For DMC3.
Uh-huh.
Nuteki says for the English version, he got to watch the first Godzilla on public TV at 4 a.m. For the English version, which is just some white guy's perspective seeing Godzilla destroy Tokyo.
I still want to go to the Godzilla Hotel in Shinjuku, Tokyo.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Wait, you might actually do what I'm talking about. Is your sister planning there?
Yeah.
Good.
Well, I'll have to tell her about that place once she gets the plane tickets, so that way we can actually book to get that room when we're out there.
I forget, it's just you and your sister. You're dragging your mom along.
No, it's just us two. But if you want to come with us, you can always get a ticket, come to my place, and I'd hide you in my briefcase while we go on the trip.
My goal would be to like get enough money and like just hook up with y'all, like you said, at your place, but with my own ticket, and then be like, all right, we all depart from the same airport and everything. But I go to Kansas first. Cause I'm bad at traveling on planes and trains and stuff anyway. So
Start a Patreon, get people to donate you money to get a
Alexa,
plane
turn the light
ticket.
on.
Do a Patreon, get people to donate to get a plane ticket for you to come over to Kansas. It was like, if they did that, I was like, okay, we'll hide you in the briefcase. Just enjoy trying to get some air for about the next 24 hours or so.
Speaking of money, that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm working on commissions I really would rather not or do, but hey, get paid.
Bad Gamer says there's a Sonic 06 speedrunning tech, and he then asks, people are speedrunning that game? And Lord Doom's like, there's so much speedrunning tech, man.
I bet with how broken that game is, I'm sure there's all kinds of exploits you could probably do
Oh,
in
yeah,
that
exactly.
mess of a game.
Mm-hmm.
All kinds of shit you could do.
Let's see if I got the, yeah, the bronze mirror. I could just go to the last shrine I visited and just get out of this place fast.
Get away from here. Oh man, I mean, I never seen Kakashi. Lord Doom said that the speedrunning gets stupid levels of tech.
You know, I'm really surprised. I'm still surprised this day that there's actually someone who was dedicated enough to actually try to make 06 a good game with Project 06.
Yeah, that did happen, didn't it?
Yeah, and it's still ongoing. But still, that's amazing. All right, next province we have to go to is the Shinano province. And at that province, that's where we're going to a war-torn battlefield where we're going to fight my least favorite boss in Kisuke's campaign.
Not the least favorite.
Too bad you can't fix the story of the game, LPH says. Well, to be fair, Sonic 06's story, it had potential, but it wasn't executed properly.
They did something different with the story, and it didn't pay off. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Like we said, it was good on paper, but just wasn't properly executed well. Lord Doom said, Shadow should have kept the gun. It would have helped.
It's true.
Funny how he joined GUN in Sonic 06. Speaking of Sonic, who's all looking forward to Sonic the Hedgehog 3 when that comes out in this holiday season?
Definitely.
The movie, of course.
Yeah, sure. Shadow finally showing up. Speaking of Shadow,
All hail Shadow. They need to have that song in the movie, or else we riot. I know Wheels would say the same thing. I heard that the Knuckles Paramount Plus series is actually supposed to get a Blu-ray release at some point. I want to pick that up right before going to watch Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I guess a lot of people's complaint about the Knuckles TV show was that Knuckles did not get a whole lot of screen time since it was a show that was based on him.
Mm-hmm. It was more like, a bowling tournament. Humans. Knuckles
Yeah.
was trying to help.
Yeah,
Sora,
yeah, people, were bitching it focused too much on the human characters and Sonic and Tails and not enough on Knuckles. But, hey, any series that takes a swipe at Ken Penders is good in my book, so.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Sorry, Kenny.
Oh,
Ora, 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 ora. Oh, speaking of which, I learned something new about that Astrobot game today, is that when it comes out, there's going to be at least 150 characters that pay an homage to those of the PlayStation's lifetime catalog, and there's going to be no in-game purchases, nor online or multiplayer.
well, that's good.
That
Yeah.
is
Now-
good. Because that trailer did look interesting, because I also love the fact that at one point, a bunch of the ships that a bunch of the characters get on are just various PlayStation accessories or consoles. Like, you can make out, like, the fat PS3, PS1, the small little... Okay, so the original PS1, the mini version they did later, where it was actually called the PS1, if anybody remembers that one.
Yeah.
The one that they famously, put out the little TV attachment for to make it portable.
You know, I believe there were also people who were saying that that game is exactly what PlayStation needs right now, since they've been doing way too many of those big blockbuster games. Which, honestly...
I kind of agree. A bit more of a funner kind of action, like kind of a platformer. Probably be fun.
Yeah.
Fun little blast from the past.
Yeah, we don't... Not all your games need to be, like, realistic blockbuster hits, or AAA hits.
Well, yeah, of course. That's why we have the frickin' industry telling us why we need, like, quintuple A games that cost, like, $120.
Yeah.
So,
need
yeah.
them. We need them, and we need to have them cost that much and charge more for every update, because even though it's $120, you're not going to even be able to push start until
Unless
you
you
pay for the season pass.
And not to mention that, like, $20 is... I mean, like, 20 hours is going to be, like, the quintessential, like, quintuple A experience when
Yeah.
they're completed. It's like, no, give me more bang for your buck. To even make it worthy of being considered one, but no, don't even go that far. That's being too ambitious, and ambition is not always a good thing. Say that to Sony's face, and they'd be like, but think about the kids that we have to protect. And we're like, what about the kids?
Won't somebody think about the children?
It's like, you're your own person now. That Brit is no longer your president and CEO of your company. Just let him enjoy his retirement by sleeping in his yachts all day long, as he should be.
Yes, infamous on yachts. Plural.
Besides, he still needs to afford another one that's closer to the south of France. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, hey, he's got to have his ivory back scratchers.
Just like Gil said, when their CEO retired, they were like pretending to feel sorry. They were like, "Oh, how's he doing with only $150 million?" And then Gil was like, "Well, he's doing okay, as far away as he could be in the north of France." And they're like super sad about it.
Aw. Muteki, I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Okay, on top of the
want to
big
know.
bad Beetleborg, I just found an old Monchichi right now
Oh,
that we had.
dang.
Monchichi, you know? Old Japanese. Sekiguchi, president owner of Sekiguchi Company Limited.
I'm about to say, what about Sakaguchi? But no, I know you said Sekiguchi.
Yeah. There was an anime. It's an American cartoon.
Oh, yeah. If you really enjoy playing those video games, then yeah, you should be asking Nobunaga Oda about that. Remember Nobunaga's ambition?
Oh, yeah. And that time that he found a shiny Rayquaza and then conquered the Pokemon world.
Oh yes. That game is actually pretty dope. Pokemon
No,
Conquest.
I know. I was just kind of joking because it's a crossover with that series. So yeah. Because
And
hey,
it's in a-
Nobunaga just be hanging around, finds a shiny black dragon, and goes take over Pokemon.
It's like I'm playing Pokemon cross Final Fantasy Tactics with that game. It's so
Yeah,
goated.
yeah.
And I do love me some tactics games.
Nice.
Tactics games that are done in that sense, you know?
Yeah, I know. I gotcha.
Like Jeanne d'Arc.
Oh yeah, I remember that for the PSP.
Uh-huh. Definitely one of Level 5's underrated hits on the platform. Oh, by the way, Muteki, when it comes to Nobunaga, people like to portray him as a villain, but it's not really that. He's actually portrayed more as a hero, even though his mentality was more like villainous than good. But he only had to do what was necessary to bring about justice for everybody, I guess. You'd have to look up Gaijin Goomba's video about the misconception that people think that Nobunaga Oda was a villain during the times of the Sengoku period. Oh, I love that trilogy, Muteki. But you gotta remember, that was nothing but a work of fiction with that game. Now, if you were to ask me which Onimusha was my all-time favorite, well, it's a tie between 2 and 3. I like them because they're different with their gameplay styles, even though they kept the traditional gameplay still intact. That'd be another series we'd have to do, like those games for the Geek Fighters. But if anything, I would say that Onimusha 1 definitely needs a remake, if anything. I bet you could also agree, Muteki. Well, I'm pretty sure games like those, they could actually run well on PCSX2. 2 and 3.
Well,
Onimusha 2 and 3.
Especially if you have the nightly build.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, of
exactly.
course.
We're gonna
Or-
thank Overman for showing us.
Yes, definitely. But I already have, oh, yeah, I did buy that port on the Nintendo Switch and PC of the first game, but that was just a port. I'm just talking about, like, a, built from the ground up, actual remake, you know? Kind of like how Hideki Kamiya wants to do a work from the ground up, remake of the first Devil May Cry, just to be more up to today's standards, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be nice.
It would. It would.
And have that other guy go, not in a million years, and then have him get punched.
Kind of makes me wonder what's in store for that guy, since, well, you know, once he gets his, is allowed to make video games again, because he's under that 1 year, like, non-compete clause or whatever to refrain him from working on video games, since he quit Platinum Games last year.
Mm-hmm. Non-competes are bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I remember right, they're looking into the legality of that, and apparently, like...
Yeah, it's something to... Yeah, because they might be ruled not, like, unconstitutional or not legal, so...
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
WWE might be kind of effed if that ever comes around.
Forbidden door will be swung wide open.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, hey, and speaking of, apparently Becky's a free agent now because her contract's expired, and she's
Yep.
apparently
really?
not... And she's apparently not re-upped it
Nope.
yet.
Crazy.
So she might be entertaining some offers from elsewhere. Who knows? She might show up in the Dynamite Zone.
What's...
What's Becky doing? What's
Exactly.
Lynch doing in the Dynamite Zone?
Yep.
The TNA Impact Zone. It was an interesting idea, but didn't just work because, I mean, yeah.
If she came into the Dynamite Zone, you know, Taz would be like, "Who's this McGillicuddy?" And then Jerry, that would give you the right to sue him, right there.
You copyright infringement.
Gimmick infringement.
Yeah, whatever.
Some type of infringement.
No, you're right.
Now, these Ice Queens, or these Ice Princesses, they're probably the ones that give the most experience in this game, if I recall correctly, even when you get to higher levels.
Lord Doom said, if gimmick infringement was a thing, Among Us better look out. Hogan will sue.
Oh, damn it.
And LPH said about Bailey, well, she needs time off.
Yeah, I agree. Even the quote-unquote man needs to regain her strength, or recoup her strength.
Or Becky, whatever, whoever. Whichever person. Becky?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking Bailey for some reason.
Oh, Bailey.
Man, wailing on just giant-breasted kimono ladies. What a game.
Yeah.
Beat them. They're not even doing anything. Just beat them.
As Alex said, the women in this game are stacked, both in figure and design.
Becky said his mom was watching old war movies and asked why did they have drummer boys. Actually, and he goes, what? Because he's saying drums in a war wouldn't do good, but it's a big reason they had drums. Metal, you probably actually could explain, like how old-timey armies would use drummers music.
Well, mainly for rhythm and marching purposes, but also to relay signals during the war, as well as just general intimidation. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's like it wasn't like they were just there for show. No, they actually had a purpose when it came to them being enlisted in the respective armies and all.
Even ancient armies like Rome and stuff did that.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the Geek Fighters Historical Podcast.
Exactly.
Hells yeah. We're turning this into a
Busted.
history lesson
Oh,
in
God.
today's stream, guys.
Or do you want that? Because it'll go from Geek Fighters Historical Podcast to please, dear God, Cal, stop talking about Rome for 1 second. Shut up
God.
about Rome.
Now, if you want him to talk about Rome, he can always talk about the Roman Greco wrestlers, right?
True.
Did you know what we call Greco-Roman wrestling now is actually French?
Oh, really?
Damn.
Palm over palm wrestling is more.
Ah.
You ever seen Cesaro do
Oh, yeah.
Lord Doom, Caesar's Legion sympathizer? Degenerates like you belong on a cross, or whatever. Oh wait, true to Caesar. Oh boy.
Do people actually call Caesar Caesar sometimes?
That's the correct Roman way.
Oh, really?
Yes, his name would have been Julius Caesar would have been Gaius Julius Caesar.
Interesting. Now that I didn't know. It's always fun when you learn something new, folks.
Yes, Lord Doom is right. In game, they say both Caesar and Caesar. Yep,
Ah.
it's hilarious. Yeah. Those Roman LARPers, man. Did you know he in the game he has if I remember right, he has cancer. Caesar.
Oh. Which game?
If New Vegas, Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Muteki said it, guys. Godfather 2 question: did Fredo deserve to be whacked? Well,
I would say yes. Even though it was his own brother, Michael did the right thing.
he had to do what he had to do.
Exactly.
Fredo was too much of a liability. That's what like.
Yeah, that is true.
And he did try to kill Michael and take over the mob.
Exactly. So I mean, in that case, yes.
You know.
So yeah.
You know who also died of a brain tumor in history? Cow
Oh,
from Romance of the Three Kingdoms. He died of a brain tumor.
Tuma, I'm a Tuma.
I'm assuming
Tuma,
Alex
Tuma,
is gonna
I'm a
be like,
Tuma,
it's
I'm a Tuma.
pronounced, and I'm like, Alex,
Tuma, I'm a
let
Tuma.
me do it.
Oh, I'm a Tuma.
I mean, it's spelled cow. How would you know it's pronounced sow? You wouldn't. So
Yeah, I mean,
like-
I'm
no,
just
'cause I'm
going by
assuming-
what.
I just
I'm
thought what I don't know because I thought Alex was gonna like say in the chat he didn't. I'm like, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
'Cause
But
no,
Alex-
exactly. You wouldn't know.
Yeah. Because in the Dynasty Warriors games, they always just call him Cow.
He did.
Or Sal Pie. They called him Cow Pea. Because people think, that guy's not cow piss. What you talking about? I only pronounce it cow because of Cow Pea. Exactly, Lord Doom.
Exactly.
Or Cow Pie.
what it's gonna be now.
I know we're almost at the time limit, guys.
Holy
but,
crap! I didn't even realize it's wow.
Uh-huh.
One of those good streams to me then.
Mm-hmm. I for one at least want to try to go through the Act 6 boss right before we wrap up today's stream. So that's why I'm trying to hurry and get this done.
Oh, I got you. Or do I?
But I thought you got me, bro!
You're away. I don't know.
Muteki says, and hillbillies would like to be called sons of the South. Ain't gonna happen.
But it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
I know, because Dr. Hibbert said that.
Is Dr. Oh yeah, Dr. Hibbert. Yeah, he's still relevant in The Simpsons. I was gonna say, but the family psychiatrist or therapist, whatever his name was in The Simpsons.
Marvin Monroe.
Yeah, Marvin Monroe.
Marvin
Is
Monroe.
he still relevant, or did they retire his character?
He
He's
died?
basically retired.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Essentially, he died supposedly, and then he just randomly appears like 20 seasons later, and
Yeah,
then
Mark
he's made
even asked-
like, and then he's made like one or two kind of token appearances or cameos, but
Uh-huh.
other than that, not really. But
Marge.
weirdly enough, so yes, they did bring him back, but not in any kind of role. It's just like, oh hey, you exist. Yeah, I'm still around.
Yeah.
Marge.
Okay.
Marge says, "I thought, where have you been?" And
He's like, "Oh, I got very
I've been
sick."
very sick.
I got very sick.
But then there's a Treehouse of Horror where he's a ghost in that later, so I don't even know anymore. But then again,
Well,
Treehouse
exactly.
of Horrors aren't
They're not
obviously
canon,
not
so-
canon. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
what would the reason is because apparently that doing that voice hurt his throat a lot. So he's like,
I want to do it.
and remember, which popular Simpsons character died in the last year? If you said Marvin Monroe and Bleeding Gums Murphy, you're wrong. They were never popular.
Nah.
I love that joke so much. They were never...
You know, I gotta ask, how did you first feel when Bleeding Gums Murphy died?
I thought they would bring him back as a kid. I thought like, it's just this one episode where he's dead, and they'll bring him back. Nope.
No.
He only comes back as flashbacks or whatever. He doesn't. Yeah, like Maud.
Yeah.
Maud got killed because her voice actor's having problems.
Right, with
And
the
now
network.
the voice actress is good with them, but because she's dead, they just bring her back as like flashbacks now.
Mm-hmm.
Which now makes it look like Ned's like a lady killer, like he cause and the Krabappel's voice actress passed, and now it looks like he has
Right.
two dead wives.
Oh yeah, he did marry Kerbopple, didn't he?
Yep. I don't remember. I don't know what she passed from though.
But her death, but her character's death was just more posthumous, if anything, if I recall correctly, right?
Oh, what?
Posthumous. P-O-S-T-H.
Posthumous.
Yeah, posthumous.
Well, posthumous means after death.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, what? Her death was after her death.
Or did
Well,
she
no,
just...
she just died. She just died in like the middle of like a season, and yeah, they had a like during one of the breaks of the season. I remember, and they were like,
And they just all of a sudden made her
Just
character
retired her
disappear.
"Hey, the character died." Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't like rehiring. I mean, they should. So she says everybody's getting friggin' Julie Kavner. Have you heard Julie Kavner and Marge? her voice sounds like it's completely just broken and dead. Like, I'm like, just stop. Even my mom who loves it, she's like, you know what? They should just do a send off already, because
Yeah,
they
like-
sound like they're suffering.
Yeah,
They
people
sound
are.
like-
Yeah. They're all getting up there to the age where, yeah, people are really starting to go. You know what? Maybe we just recast them.
Yeah,
at
like
least.
for the Dragon Ball voice actors, it's like a lot of them should be recasted in this day
Japan,
and age.
same thing. Yeah, like, oh no,
Yeah, well,
well,
in that case-
Nozawa's still alive. I'm like, yeah, but she's like pushing like 90.
Yeah.
Yeah, she ain't gonna be there forever, and just once she's gone, like, you're gonna have to find all new voices for all the Son boys. So
Nope.
yeah,
LPH asks, what is the best and worst character death in almost anything? Lord Doom says Tucker for both.
You know, Higarashi's got a lot of them.
Oh, gosh.
That's
When
a
they
show
cry.
That, I got nightmares from that show.
Oh, God, I can't even stomach that show. It's just its premise is just... Boy, howdy.
Which is funny because I like the spin-off though, Ifumi Neko, but Higurashi, it's nothing like too out there, but at the same time, for some reason, like I don't know why, I'm just like, nah, I don't like I actually got a nightmare that one of those green-haired women were chasing me, trying to kill me one time. I was like, yeah, no, alright, I ain't watching this.
No, it's just the whole premise of the show is that I can't even stomach over.
Lord Doom says he never watched Higurashi, but he played the games with his wife. He thought it was
Well-
a murder mystery, then it becomes different. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Like I said, like I just knew that wasn't for me when I was like, you know what? If I was like, if I'm getting nightmares just from like nah.
Ah, broke my blade. Even though we may go over just a short bit, but yeah, after we get done with Act 6, then we'll definitely call it for today's episode.
Cool. I feel you on this one.
Yeah. Now, where's that item at? Oh, there she is. I was just right over it. Sure, a belt. I don't need any belts, but I need masks because they apparently increase both attack and vitality. So that way you can wield some of the later demon blades much more earlier than you originally would. Lord Doom says, I need to get to Union level 40 in Wuthering Wave. He's at 32.
I'm still waiting for that game to be on console.
I'm glad that Marvel Rivals is coming out on console. Well, specifically
Yeah.
PS5. Yeah, some of those gacha games, they do need to get the console treatment. I mean, I'm very happy
Legit.
that all, like, Mega Man X Dive is an offline version. But I'm still waiting for it to get a console release. Because you can only play it on PC.
that's
Oh,
true.
really?
Yeah, because it's still very, what's the best way to put it? Very touchscreen dependent.
Uh-huh.
Which on PC they expect you to do either just using the mouse or hooking up a gamepad and doing it that way.
Yeah. Alright, so we finally made it to where the boss's lair is. So let's take care of this real quick, and then after that, we will end off today's stream. Now, there's another thing I need to mention about the demon blades in this game, or the Muramasa blades, is that no matter which no matter which character you complete first, some of their blades can actually carry over to the other character story, and you can actually use them as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Well, it's 6 my time, but 7 Kaus's time and 5 o'clock Metal's time.
5 o'clock metal. I remember that guy. Did you ever watch MASH and knew about 5 o'clock Charlie?
MASH. I missed that show.
Parents were obsessed with that show.
I remember my dad was obsessed with it. But at times, I always kind of wondered to myself, is it trying to be serious or is it trying to be a comedy? Because there were some times that comedy was actually happening.
It started off pure comedy, and then as it went on, it got really serious. And there was still funny bits, like Hawkeye would still crack jokes, but like it got heavy, like super heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And as Peter Griffin from Family Guy said, a little preachy. He was before, when Alan Alda got behind the camera, it started getting preachy.
Uh-huh.
俺が刀を取られたせいで姫さんが命を張ってるってのに男が手をこまねいて見てるわけにゃいかねえ
You're hurt, Chikang? Of course not.
Nah. Lord Doom says it was clickbait. They got you hooked with jokes. Now it's time to get serious and preach.
Yeah. Horrors of war and mental health. And some of the stuff I was like, yeah, I got it. Some of the stuff I was like, mm-hmm.
そうさっきだって熱くなりねえな姫が戦に飲まれてこの戦場の虜になりゃそれこそ向こうの思うツボだぜ
Lord Doom also asks, I kind of need to know now, what was the first recorded instance of bait?
That's a good question. Probably, for all we know, it's probably like an ancient Egyptian like tablet out there about it.
Probably.
Possibly.
Pharaoh Thutmose III claimed to do this, and then he actually did this, and and the Chaldeans were mad.
I know
there is an ancient tablet that's about somebody getting ripped off in a transaction, and it's written to a pharaoh from like Babylonia and Egypt. Like it's written to a pharaoh in Egypt from like Babylonia, Sumeria, somewhere. Well, they were like, "Hey, you said you sold us 500 cows, and we only got 200. What's up?" I kid you not, it's an actual thing. I don't think it was about cows. I said cows. I think it was about copper. But still, the point was like, there is ancient tablets about being ripped off. Lord, this is Hogan.
It was about like, Hogan. I just saw that.
Ancient hieroglyphs of Hogan. Like that doesn't work for me, brother. There's like ancient warnings of him on walls, wall paintings. Beware.
Yeah, so we're fighting Chigurui Bishimon. So this guy, I can't stand with a passion because he has like so many swipe attacks that can actually damage your blade.
Okay.
Yeah,
He
just
looked
like that.
Man, golly.
He's definitely no Bishimon in Darkstalkers.
Darkstalkers, yeah. Looks similar, but not similar.
Yeah.
Lord Doom said finding out Hogan is a massive liar is my new favorite thing.
Is that a big surprise? Like, really?
Well, me and Metal have been there. Like him saying he was the bassist for Metallica, and Lars
yeah,
Ulrich
like shit
going
like that.
Lars Ulrich going, I don't know what you're
Like-
talking about.
No. He's like, no.
Matter of fact, there was a new video I was watching about covering more of Hogan's lies. It was funny. It was like,
Like, look, that one blade swipe he did, that took about half of the blade's health down. So, how fair is that when going up against this guy? Not that fair at all.
hello? I don't know if I'm just checking if I'm muted, because I don't know if I'm unmuted or muted. Okay.
No, I can hear you fine.
Alright. Bad Gamer said, Hogan said that? About Lord Doom saying, was there a movie he said he wrote? Well, speaking of behind the scenes, Bad Gamer Wheels is already in the other chat, so
I take it he's waiting for us then to get
yeah,
done.
probably. Just let Bad Gamer know, so that way at least they can wait for us together.
About the Metallica thing, Alex was asking. What Hogan said about Metallica or whatever.
Oh, he said that he was like totally gonna be the bass player for Metallica. That he was, because he does have musical, like he does know how to play. That's the thing with, like Lord Doom said about Hogan's lies earlier. It's true. Like his lies are plausible at first, but then they get ridiculous. Like he can play the bass. Oh, nice.
Woo!
Woof.
Like,
But-
yeah, I think he can, cause he played bass on like his shitty ass album from like '95,
Yeah.
I think, and stuff like that.
Lord Doom says that the boss, that Bishamon's head crest kind of looks like Date
Oh yeah,
Masamune's head crest.
Yeah, kind of does like Masamune's moon thing.
Yeah, kinda.
This slice is my farewell gift.
あの野郎
He cut my back.
最後っぺかもしやがって
Damn.
背中の
Kisuke.
傷じゃ逃げて切られたようでみっともねえや
Just when you think that the Uchiha clan is about to meet its end once again. Or Sasuke's brother.
Those damn Uchihas.
Damn Uchiha!
あの夜みてえだなどうだ狂言なんかじゃねえだろいろいろあったんだ
もう何も言わんでよい。恨んでなどおらぬ。
見てみな敵さん大将軍
You know, it's at times like this I wonder what the game would have sounded like if it had an English dub, you know?
とっとと駆け抜け
I was thinking about that. Funny enough, yeah.
キスケ。
Lord Doom. Toby Rama is happy he gets to smoke that Uchiha pack again.
誰ぞ助けられる者はおらぬか。誰ぞ。
こりゃどういうこった虎姫はどうなったんだ
その元気なら明神様の薬が効いたようです。本当に本服なさってようございました。あのお姫様でしたら大層心配しておられたのですが、あなた様のことをくれぐれもと頼まれて行かれました。
すまねえゆずるはゆっくり礼をしてえところだが
Lord Doom. They saved him? Can't have nothing. The Fox Spirits are next. So he must believe that the Fox Spirits are heretical.
Aren't they?
I guess. I mean, you can't trust what a damn fox named Kurama tells you. Am I right?
Yeah.
You're dead. Why are you with Himawari?
Exactly. Many years ago, Inari Myojin took away the power of Inugami, the dog god. Really? Inuyasha's father, you mean?
Why not?
Although his father wasn't really a god, per se.
But he was
might
up
as
there
well
for,
been.
for a season. Yeah, he was up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Show
そ
me.
れが鳴神に隠されていた刀、神魔両断と言わしめる九頭竜村正でございます。
Not me watching it Inuyasha at late nights on Toonami.
Mm-hmm.
Or Adult Swim, whatever it was at the time.
Inuyasha!
That's the only thing you need to know, yep.
Or we go by the alternative. Kuwabara!
Kuwabara! Spirit cut! Alright.
Alright, now we finally made it to the end of this, so let's go ahead and get to plugging, shall we?
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know who was
Metal?
you or Metal.
Metal.
It's me, I think. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought it was me. Anyways, follow me on X or Twitter at MetalPieNeyes0. And really, that's all I'm doing at the moment, other than streaming for Hero Club Wednesdays and Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern over at twitch.tv/HeroClub4Life. And of course, check out the website and follow them at Hero Club for Life. Or the website hero-club.com. So, thank you very much.
Alright. You guys can find me on YouTube and Twitch at Double RPG Reviews. YouTube's my bread and butter when it comes to content, whereas Twitch is secondary as I stream on there mostly. And also stay up to date with me through social media on both Facebook and Twitter at Double RPG Reviews. And that is it for me.
Alright. Hey! You can follow me on social media, FighterChaos, FIGHTERXAOS is how it's spelled. I stream on Twitch with the same name, Tuesdays and Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern. Tuesdays is King of Fighters 15. Fridays is Fate Grand Order. And on social media, I do webcomics and art and the like, so it's good to check that out too. In case you want to commission or something.
Alright, well, join us next week as we resume where we left off, and we should be able to finish up Kisuke's campaign, and then we'll probably get started with a little bit of Momohime's story after that. So, until next Saturday, with more Muramasa the Demon Blade, I'm Double RPG.
I'm Metal Pineeyes.
I'm FighterChaos.
And Kaus, you got two great words that are left to end off the stream, and they are...
Nimi. Kanyo.
Peace out, everybody. See you next week. Ciao.
Bye. See ya.